Hey guys, this is Phil with SunCoast Remodeling. I want to show you guys a project that's been near and dear to my heart. I've been remodeling my entire life and finally I get to remodel my own. So I'm going to show you guys my new footprint we're doing. We opened up the kitchen a little bit. I'll show you guys what we did with lighting, our new cabinets, I'll show you the countertops, and I even came up with a new solution to hide your appliances. Come on, take a look. So this is my new kitchen island right here. What used to be here was a wall. And if you look up on the ceiling here, you can see the footprint of the old wall. So there used to be a wall right here and a doorway leading into the kitchen right here. And the refrigerator was right here. So we had a refrigerator, a little countertop, and then a full-size pantry right here. So after we eliminated the wall, we removed all that stuff. The kitchen sink used to be over here. So the kitchen sink was right here. What we did was we jackhammered the floor out and ran a conduit. We ran our plumbing, we ran our electrical. We ran it through this channel into our new sink location. So we removed this wall to open up the living room to the kitchen. A lot of the new model homes we'd go look at when we were thinking about buying a home, they had this huge open concept and the feel was really cool. In all the model homes we would go look at, they had the sink in the island. And I thought it was kind of cool that whoever was doing the dishes was watching TV and hanging out with the family. So they didn't feel secluded or off to the side. And I usually noticed that the sink would face the person washing dishes would be able to face the TV too. So say if everyone was watching a movie, the person washing dishes could still watch too. So what's left on this island is we have to do the countertops. In the meantime, while we're still deciding on what countertops we're gonna do, I installed the sink and the faucets and everything, so everything's functional. Well, so we're not like waiting until we figure out what we're gonna do with the countertops. We were considering doing slab countertops. If we were gonna do slabs, we would do quartzite. We're not a fan of quartz, the man-made material, because we kind of feel like it's just not, it doesn't have that organic feel. So if we were gonna do quartzite, we were gonna do a slab form, and we were just gonna do something kind of crazy. So all the stuff that's pretty crazy is super pricey, and we're kind of just weighing the options. Our other option is to do tile. And here you can see a big piece of tile. This is a huge 2 foot by 4 foot tile, and it's come a long way since those little 6 by 6, 4 by 4 tiles that you grew up with in your house. You would save a huge cost if you went with tile, and we can get it done a lot sooner because we wouldn't be waiting on fabrication and picking out tile. I would still do this little edge here. I would still just wrap it and miter the corners just like they do a slab. So it would still look like a slab, it's just we're gonna have a couple seams in the island, which some people might not like, but being in tile, I kinda don't mind it. It's either gonna be just this countertop, and then we're gonna do a skin on the side, which is just a decorative piece of wood that looks exactly like this, or I'm actually gonna do the countertop material down the side, and that's called like a waterfall feature. One trend I've been noticing is a lot of homeowners are picking quartzite. It's a natural stone and it kind of resembles granite a little bit, but it looks more like marble. A marble countertop is probably the worst thing you'd want to put as a countertop because it's not durable. It's the prettiest, it has a lot of veins, but quartzite is like his marble's big brother. It'll hold up to stains, scratches, but it still is a natural stone and it does have that marbly look without looking like granite. All right, so let's go take a look at the counters. So here we have my, I did a cooktop stove. I chose a cooktop stove because I knew we were gonna do a double oven. So over here in the kitchen, we're gonna have a double oven over here. So I knew we didn't need the oven for a traditional type of stove. Up here is gonna be a hood vent. And I'm still undecided if I wanna do a mechanical vent that you can see, or if I wanted to do some sort of custom vent with just some kind of custom cabinet with a vent insert inside. So ever since I started doing kitchens, a custom hood is what we normally do. I've seen a lot of pictures online of custom hood vents that I thought would be pretty cool and unique to bring into my kitchen. I've never done one, so I'm kind of still thinking about and how to plan to do it. What's kind of holding me up about pulling the trigger on making this is exactly the design of it. I don't know if I want to do like a big bell-shaped vent or if I want to do something sleek and slim. I'm still not decided if I want to take it all the way to the ceiling or if I want to stop it just above the cabinets. So it's really the design element that's kind of holding me personally up. Logistically, the hood vent, the bell shape that you just installed, that you see, it's either stainless steel or other finishes, that's going to be the easiest to install because they'll just come right out of the box and then you install it with instructions. So I'm kind of stuck on what I want to do with this vent. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep playing around with it, but eventually you guys will see what I did in the reveal episode. So next we'll talk about the backsplash. I've seen a lot of really cool custom backsplashes online that have this starburst effect coming from the hood, and they'll transform from one certain backsplash tile into another. So in this area, I'm envisioning a starburst effect from one backsplash going to another, and I'm actually gonna, traditionally, people will just do the bottom of the backsplash. They'll just go from the bottom of the cabinet to the countertop. So I'm a tile guy and I love tile, so on my house, I'm actually gonna tile this entire wall. So I'm gonna go all the way up from corner to corner, and I'm gonna carry the same tile all the way around over the slider, and then to this side of the fridge, all the way over to the end of the island will be that exact same backsplash. So whatever countertops we do on the island, I'm gonna do on the actual countertops, and it's either gonna be quartz, quartzite, or tile. So the old cabinets that were here used to be these ugly dark brown Formica or MDF cabinets. All the doors were warped, super cheap, flimsy. Well, back in the day, I'm sure it was dope, but now they had to go. Our new cabinets are maple cabinets. These are actually prefab cabinets, but the whole boxes and the carcasses are all plywood. So prefab cabinets, but they're all real wood. So underneath the cabinets, we have it all wired up for lights. So I'm either gonna do under cabinet puck lights, or right now I'm kind of leaning towards an LED strip underneath all the cabinets. So my wife had this really cool idea of hiding all the appliances. So she's got a toaster oven, an air fryer, an Instapot, and a blender and a NutriBullet. So all these things she doesn't want on the countertops. So what I decided and came up with is all these full-size pantries that you see here are gonna have the countertop material inside. So when you open up, you're gonna see a countertop material, and then when you're done using the appliance, you're gonna just close the door. The countertop material going inside here was kind of my invention, a solution to my wife's ask. I've never done it before, I've never seen it done before. I'll let you know how it goes. So here we have the other side of the kitchen that I'm working on. These are also full-size pantries, and we're gonna do the exact same thing as the other side. Inside here, we're gonna do the top shelf, same countertop height, same countertop material as the other side. And again, that's just so that when you're done with your appliances, you don't have to clean them, do anything, just close it up. Over here, I have the place where I'm gonna put this double oven. The top of the double oven wiring is, well, the wiring to the double oven is at the top. So when I roughed in this side of the kitchen cabinets, I have the wiring at the bottom. So this is actually why it's not done yet. So I have to now make a junction box for that electrical and then put it up here towards the top. And that's where I'll make my connection. So I'm working on that currently. One cool thing about this side of the kitchen is there used to be a window right here. So right behind this fridge, there used to be a window. Closing that window off, we were able to utilize more of the wall space for kitchen cabinets. So now let's talk about the back slider. So you can see the outline of the existing back slider here, which is original. But what we did is we ordered a new vinyl door, and it's much bigger. It's gonna be from this side of the cabinet all the way to the other side of the cabinet to the top of the cabinet. So it's gonna let in a lot more light and just be a big, massive, cool looking door. So if you look up, you can see where I've got our new lights. When we bought this house, it had one light, which was right here. It was almost like a chandelier type light, so you wouldn't get any lighting. So what I did is I installed 9 new canless LED lights with temperature settings, so you can make them feel as cold or as warm as you wanted. And then I also have these new pendant lights. So they're gonna be hanging down to about right here above the island. So I chose to do 9 candleless lights because I wanted the kitchen to be very bright. Before, it just had the one light and it felt so dark you couldn't see what you were doing. I have all the lighting set to a dimmer switch, so on, off, and you can dim them up or down as much as you want. The next thing is the under cabinet lights are going to be set to a motion sensor. So whenever you walk into the kitchen, the under cabinet lights are going to turn on. I've noticed that with under cabinet lights, you never get around to turning them on. Say you're entertaining or something like that, then sometimes you remember to turn them on, but it makes such a difference to the feel of the kitchen to have them on. I just want them to come on every time you walk in. All right guys, so that was my kitchen. Hopefully you found something in there inspirational, maybe you want to do in your own remodel. Stay tuned for updates and see how it all turned out.